Can I make a suggestion? I know this is going to embarrass you all, but I reckon we should do. We should open up with something like this. And it's no, they never, no, they never, no more. And they play the Wild Rover, no, never, no more.
Can you get your flute out, Father, and give us a little Irish jingle? He's brought his flute down with him.
It's a very important week this week.
It is an important week.
It's an important week. There's two big celebrations this week.
Yeah, someone's
St.
getting
Patrick's
old.
Day.
Someone's
St.
getting
Patrick's Day and
old.
someone's getting very old.
Getting old. Is that the right way?
No, that way.
Oh, he's down there now.
He's down there.
Well, for him, he's there.
Tom's by there. Alex, you're down there.
But last time we did this, I was pointing there, and Stephen was actually over there, so it doesn't work.
Sorry. Who's getting old? I'm not getting old. I am old.
Stephen, how old are you going to be?
Over 50.
Over?
Over 50.
I thought you were over 60, but...
Over 50, and I haven't even had a jab yet, and you two youngsters are already in line.
Keep her vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like, anyway, we're not going to get onto the conversation of vaccinations, are we?
No.
Although it does mean if we've all had our
that,
vaccine, that we can get together again.
Yay!
Drink copious amounts of alcohol.
Stephen, the fact you haven't been offered your vaccine yet means you're younger than 55, am I right?
Well, if it means that, then yes. But yeah, I am younger than 45, 55.
What are your plans for your birthday?
Hopefully get a vaccine.
Have you booked
The plans for
one
my birthday, do you know, because Lucy's just had her 40th, I sort of all planned out. You know, I don't doubt that they've got plans for me, but you know me, I do what I want to do. No, I don't know. It's a Grand Slam birthday. That's what I'm hoping
Friday night.
for.
It's Friday night as well, isn't it?
It is, but you know, I've had a fair few Grand Slam birthdays, and they are the best birthdays I've had. 2005, 2012, 2000. There was one more recently. 2000 and something or other. Tom,
I so want
do
to
me a
rip that
favor.
off.
Do me a favor, Tom. Instead of taping your mouth up, why don't you get your headphones and put that over your mouth? Much better. You actually look like Bane. I'm Batman.
Thankfully, you can't hear a word we're saying either.
You know, he looks like the Gimp. Bring out the Gimp.
Got cramp.
Jaw lock.
Oh, I hate that. You actually get it. Oh, you've got jaw lock. Is it gone, Tom?
No.
No. Oh, early beers. Well, it is actually gone 6 o'clock. But
just need to remove the branding. This is horrible.
We got some great things planned in the coming weeks as well, haven't we? But should we just get back to what we're going to do for Paddy's Day?
Yes.
I like St. Patrick's Day.
There's a couple of things I always think are synonymous with my birthday. Paddy's Day is like in the lead up, daffodils and Grand Slams. So I'm really looking forward to Paddy's Day. We got some amazing things to share with everybody, some great recipes. What are you guys doing?
Lexi?
Well, I'm gonna make something with Champ. The Irish are famous for their potatoes. They do have amazing potatoes. So I'm going to make something with Champ. I'm going to make a recipe, which is something that people can knock up at home. Champ is obviously different to Cold Cannon, which is probably more well known. Champ is a mixture of mash and spring onions and a lot of butter. Delicious.
No John Voight. No John Voight involved in the Champ.
No John Voight involved.
That's too old, that film. People won't even know what I'm talking about. Tom has no idea. No, that sounds lovely. But a versatile dish as well, and that you can serve it with just about anything. Yeah.
Completely. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what it's going to come out as, and yeah, be surprise recipe of the week.
Well, I can't wait to try your recipe actually because you know Lucy had a bang at your I forget the name of it now,
Roulade.
your raspberry roulade.
Yes, it looked
And
amazing.
yeah, it was a little bit unoval, but she
Right.
put it in the fridge, and it was after after it being fridged. And you know me, it's not my favorite dessert, that type of dessert. But I had a bit last night, loved it, beautiful.
We had a
So
few
she did a
people
really
making
good
that.
job. There was,
There's a
yeah,
few
there was a
people.
couple of
Yeah,
people. Yeah,
yeah,
really
nice to
good.
see some pics.
Yeah, but yeah, so I loved your recipe. Very, very fresh, bit of tart. So give it a try if you haven't tried it.
Absolutely.
Talking of tarts, Tom,
Oh,
what
hello,
are you
darling.
doing?
Well, I'm actually going off Irish because we have another day that falls this week, and it's National Ravioli Day. And as everyone knows, I
Oh.
love to roll meters and meters of pasta for fun. So I'm going to make some. Just going to give a recipe for a pasta royale. So it's a super luxurious form of pasta.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to put that one up. I've got a few nice pictures to go with it, I think, and I'm also, because I've been given a comfort food Sunday today, I'm going to do a Guinness cake because I like to put alcohol in absolutely everything. So a chocolate Guinness
Yeah.
cake, it's going to be super tasty, really, really moist cake. And the Guinness, you don't taste beer in it or Guinness, but it just that super richness that you get from Guinness just adds to the chocolate.
Isn't it? It's a chocolate cake.
It is a chocolate cake, yeah, with Guinness in it, and it's so moist. The
Rich.
I can't even say the word. Sparkly bits that you get in, even though Guinness is smooth flow, but when it hits the baking powder, it gives you a really big rise as well. So you get this super meaty looking cake, and it's really good, really, really good. And if you put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then a dollop of ice cream on top of it, you've got like a super dessert going on there. Not quite as dainty as what our Lexi would do, but it's got beer in it and it's got fat and ice cream.
Well, what you call those, Lexi? Boise's desserts, isn't it? What you call them?
Boise pud.
Boise pud, yeah.
Boise
You know,
pud,
not
yeah.
pretty, not elegant, just stacking
Comfort
up high.
food.
A little bit like our comfort food post. But so pasta, Tom, you cooked pasta on MasterChef. Alex, you cooked pasta on MasterChef too, didn't you? I cooked pasta on MasterChef. Just one thing, because we don't really talk about MasterChef very often. But somebody was saying I was on a call this week, and they said, "Oh, MasterChef this year is not very good, is it?" I said, "Do you know what? Do it, and then criticize the level." Because I said, you know, you've got some really good people coming through. But until you get yourself in the situation and actually are in that kitchen. So what I was going to ask you both, when you cooked pasta, because pasta is a pressure, because often you get different flours, they give you different eggs, they give you different pasta machine. You've got to find the machine. You're in a rush. Did you feel any pressure on the old pasta cook, Tom?
Yeah, and I was cooking for Jay Rayner at the time, and he's renowned for being a bit. Well, I was quite excited about it, to be fair, but he can be quite an honest fella at times. But no, he's very happy with my pasta dish. I was quite happy with my pasta dish as well. Best pasta in the room of the day, actually, just to blow my own trumpet.
Was it? It was just you and who else was in that room?
No, there was 8 of us, Stephen. So there was a few of us. It was me, and it was actually one of my dreams that I had the other night.
Sounds like Rimmer's dream. Lexi, you cooked pasta as well, and I believe, although you're going to now say no, it wasn't that one, that Tom and I, you cooked this dish for us as well. And I'm thinking of your ravioli.
I did.
Sorry, your lasagna.
My lasagna.
Seafood
My lasagna, yeah.
Best lasagna I've ever had.
Oh, a steamed lasagna. It was great, actually. I love it. I do it a lot. I love
People
it.
are now
Very
thinking
my
of
favourite
lasagna, but give them a little bit of a flavour for what we had.
It's more like a mousse rather than the texture of a lasagna, isn't it? So it's very, very fine pasta, and it's a steamed mousse in the middle.
It's a girlsy lasagna.
Yeah, but it's quite rich. You couldn't eat a lot of them.
But beautiful.
So good. I think we did eat too much, to be fair.
What you don't realise, Alex, is you've got this different way, because you grew up on liquidized food. Because you said for the first 2 years I had liquidized food on the last video, but you know we all did. So I think it was a lot. I think it was a lot longer. I think it was for the first 20 years.
I'm still on it. I'm still on it.
Anyway, so your
think
seafood lasagna, is that what we call it? It was a crab and prawn.
Crab and prawns.
Is that what you did on
and
the
I
show?
sometimes do scallops. Yeah, I did crab and prawn on the show, and then I made some little prawn bonbons as well.
Yeah, good.
They were lovely as
Bit
well.
of crunch.
What about the
Brilliant.
pressure? The pressure on the show with that one. The only reason I'm talking about this is because somebody said to me, well, it doesn't. And I just said you've got to put yourself in the pressure situation. So you're putting this together, and I know
Yeah.
there's layers and layers, and there's lots of things that could go wrong, like a bit of shell for one in the crab.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you find it? Can you remember?
That one was okay. I actually did pasta as well in the invention test on the first round before the quarterfinals, and we had to go into that nightmare market and then have 10 minutes to choose ingredients. And I always remember thinking, they must have more than 10 minutes, and 10 minutes feels like 4 seconds. And you're literally, and everything's in jars, and so I was trying to find flour. I didn't know what to make. I mean, I really didn't know what to make.
Flour.
Flour. I was trying to find flour, and there were just jars and jars of flour everywhere, and I couldn't find the pasta flour. I didn't know which one it was. Anyway, I ended up making a butternut squash ravioli on that round, and there were 3 other pasta dishes in that heat, and I was like, oh
That speaks
no.
moving.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
never
bit-
going to get through this.
It's a bit of a given
Yeah,
on
I think-
MasterChef, isn't it? It's just pasta. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that comes back from ultimately we were all home cooks before we went on the show. So the thing that you did at home to show off was make pasta, make ravioli. It's not until you get later on in the show that you realise that actually there's a lot more that you can do to show off. But I think pasta has become one of those things which is synonymous with.
But there's a lot more
MasterChef.
you can do with pasta to show off as well. I mean, if you look at some of the things, I mean, Alex has taken that seafood lasagna to another level, and then you look at some of the things that former winners or finalists have done with pasta. There's a couple I follow that are really good. One of the things you touched on, Alex, is going into that market and how Lucy always accuses me of I haven't got any eyes. I can't find the thing that I need. So I was in there. I could just see other people with stuff and go, oh, they got a bit of that. I'm going to grab a bit of that. But they don't do that anymore. They don't do that market. It's now a cook as your signature dish start off, which is a nice way in, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not.
I would
But
just like
also
to point
perhaps
something
more
out.
about cooking.
I would like to point something out that men are at huge disadvantage in the market test because I go shopping with Liv sometimes, and she says I can't go shopping with you in the supermarket because you go to aisle 13 and you're back to aisle 4. You go to aisle 16 and you're back to aisle 2. So I mean, it takes me a good sort of like 2 hours to do what would take her 25 minutes.
Is that just not your chef brain? Instead of going down each aisle and going, what shall I get? You're going, right, I need onions. Right, I need oil. Right, I need garlic. Right, I need
Probably, I don't know.
sun-dried
Takes me a
tomatoes.
long time to go.
I
to
think
the
it's
supermarket.
the Mars and Venus thing and the hunter-gatherer thing.
Sorry,
The hunter-gatherer theory.
sorry.
The-
It sounded like you said penis.
I thought it. I didn't say it.
It's just headset of mine.
It's the hunter-gatherer thing. So boys go to hunt something, and they just are targeted on one single aspect,
Ugh.
and they're just looking at one thing the whole time. That's all they can concentrate on. There's nothing in the periphery that they can see. Where girls are going, I need to get that deer or whatever. I need to go and hunt for mushrooms. And or while I'm on my way, I'm gonna get some sticks because I need to pick them up for the light the fire. And we're just so different.
Yeah,
So-
we are. It is. Men are
Wow.
from Mars.
I still
Feels
say it's
like
a
penis.
disadvantage.
Oops, men from Venus.
Are you saying the word penis or Venus or something else? I'm
Stephen.
meanest?
meanest.
You're-
There's a really
You're the
well-
meanest. Going back
really
to the bar
well-known word.
situation.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a
Mm.
Welsh word.
What's that
Anyway,
Welsh
that's it.
town called that's really long?
Plan fire push gwyn gecko get a kuna dribble flant ceiling go. Actually cycled through there.
Did you?
Did you?
Did it take you as
Yeah,
long to cycle through it as it says to say the frickin' place name?
Well, as you cycle through, it's like 4 minutes from one end of the sign to the other. It's actually a huge sign. I took a picture of it like this, with the pan effect on the phone because I couldn't get it in. I had to go that far back. I was on a train track and I thought it was a bit dodgy, so I did the pano photo of it. I'll share it one day.
That's brilliant.
I'm
Can
quite
you do
looking
the
forward
what
to
about
this
the?
week.
Can you guys do the the like Llanelli? Can you do the
Yeah, Llanelli.
No. I've got no tongue.
Llanelli.
You don't need a tongue. Yeah, you do
What'd
need
you
a
say?
tongue.
You can't hear me.
Lovely.
Liv's saying it in the background. She lives
The way
in Wales.
the cheat way is to go click as in
Llanelli.
click as in click.
Llanelli.
They can't hear you, love.
Yeah, but
I can
telling
hear her.
you.
Can you
I
hear
can.
her?
Yeah, I can hear
Getting really irate in the background.
it.
Caged animal.
Llanelli.
I've told you about 7 times how to pronounce it.
He's also been
Oh,
trying to teach me Spanish for the last 2 months, and the only word I can do is count to 3.
on then, Tom. Give us your Spanish.
Uno, dos, tres.
No, you can count up to 20.
Cuatro, cinco, seis.
What about cuatro? Oh, you said cuatro.
I said
You said
cuatro.
cuatro. Oh, did you?
Siete, ocho, nueve, diez. No, once, once. But this is 2 months of work, and I'm here. Bad.
I could just imagine. You were supposed to be going to Barcelona. So
I was going to smuggle myself out the country. No, I was when Liv was meant to be going to do her year abroad. I was going to go sofa surf with her for 6 months and try and barge my way into Spanish kitchens.
Yeah.
But
then we had the pandemic.
someone keeps saying the word pandemic at the moment. Yeah. Pandemic.
Lexi, you're hoping to leave the country for good.
I am really hoping to leave the country. Yeah.
Can you talk about that or no? Is it all hush hush at the moment?
Yeah, I've got a few trips potentially, all hanging in the balance at the moment, to France and Italy and Switzerland. Yeah, so all hanging in the balance at the moment.
These all sound like very prominent ski places. Is this the ski brigade?
There's a lot of sunshine in there. Let me reassure
Yeah.
you.
No, I know you. We'll have the Savoy photographs from your ex. Well, probably aboard a boat, I imagine. Oh, I've bumped into this Maximilian, whatever his name is. He's got his own boat. Saying we got 5 minutes. You all right, Tom?
2 seconds.
What's Tom doing, Alex?
No idea.
You trust him, Alex?
No.
Would you trust him with? Your
The
bottle's
beer doesn't
disappeared,
catch.
Tom.
But I've put it here.
You haven't got any You've lost your bottle. It's because it's green, isn't it? Green on
Literally.
green screen. Yeah, can see it now. Just looks a little bit weird drinking a bottle through your ear. In fact, you look like a young Noel Edmonds with those headphones on. Back in his Radio 1 days. Hello, pop pickers.
Hello, Bob Pickers. It's nicey. Was it nicey in here?
Smashy and nicey.
Smashy and nicey.
You ain't
What's the
seen
big
nothing
fat
yet.
pink thing called?
Mr. Blobby.
Mr.
Oh,
Blobby! The Mr. Blobby! The Mr. Blobby!
that was a completely different time. That
Yeah,
was when he
my
lost
childhood,
his.
Stephen. My
20
Yeah,
years
yeah,
later.
yeah. Yeah, they were cruel times. Your childhood. Oh, right, that's better.
So what else are we doing this week? Stephen, what are you doing this week?
I got a birthday. No, I'm doing a creme brulee, but with a twist. Not
Oh.
even a twist. Doing
Hey,
it
pop
with a,
pickers!
he's on our TV screens. This week I'm doing a creme brulee, but I'm doing it with Irish cream. So I made my own Irish cream, and I'm going to make a creme
wow.
brulee. So a very Irish twisted creme brulee.
Is
With
it
a little
easy
bit of
to
coffee.
make Irish cream?
It is, yeah, but I'm not giving that recipe away.
It's very easy to buy it.
It is easy to buy, but it's not the same.
No, no,
depends,
no, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no.
Exactly. No advertising intended. But
No.
I use some really nice whiskies. I've used the Jamesons in my
Lovely.
my Irish cream.
You can stop
Don't know what they
banging on about
use. I don't know what
Penderyn
that
again, then.
famously begin. Yeah, I didn't use Penderyn, and there's a reason why I didn't use Penderyn. Is
It's
I had
Welsh.
some Jamesons, and I thought it's only right if I'm going to do an Irish dish to use their whiskey. So that's what I did, and I love whiskey. So
I love Jameson's as well.
Jameson's on the rocks, baby.
Very
Like
smooth.
Yeah.
bedtime juice.
it is good. But any smoother than Penderyn? Let's face it, there's some great whiskies down there. People
Penderyn,
didn't realise.
It's
people
just so
didn't realise.
punchy. It's punchy and smoky, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends which one you get. I got your brother the
Heat.
the Madeira barrel, the Madeira cask. So they're stored in Madeira casks. The whiskey, so former Madeira casks. So you get that Madeira flavour. They're emptied of Madeira, obviously. They then store the whiskey in them for about, I don't know, I didn't even know how long, but it's a number of years, and it imparts that flavour. But then you get the woody oakness as well of the barrel itself. I just love the whole thought of the way the whiskey's processed. It's like no,
Good.
it's not much different than it was.
Didn't we, when we last
Couple
got
hundred
together,
years ago.
didn't we have quite a whiskey sesh on our last gathering?
In that pub.
Yeah.
We finished, you know, we had a sesh, and then we decided to finish the night on a good whiskey. So, that is a recipe for headaches.
Was that
Like,
when we
yeah.
did a lot of cheese and biscuits and started making weird shit like
Yeah,
cheese, honey, and coffee and vanilla,
Yeah.
salt,
Yes.
and olive oil and good night.
Exactly. Exactly then. Exactly.
yeah, we had the
Cowbell.
munchies.
Cowbells.
I've got a funny feeling there's a cowbell's going to appear somewhere soon.
Cowbells will definitely
just-
make it to the air.
I've got a horrible feeling you're going to out me for all of the things I've done to you over the years.
It's
Well,
payback time.
cowbell!
Goink, goink, goink.
So, guys, should we wrap up? Should we
Yeah,
say our goodbyes?
we got less than a minute.
Yeah, bloody time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then. Well, it's been lovely to speak to you both, as usual. It's like that bit of sunshine every week.
I'm the sunshine in your life. That's so
You
sweet,
are the
Stephen.
sunshine
You're
of
talking
my
about me.
life. Yes. Bye.
Have a
Bye.
good week.
See you later.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.